Hi, I'm here with Jason Sarasnick of Sarasnick Hardware. Jason is the president of Sarasnick Hardware, and today we're going to talk a little bit about his business and the impacts that face his business as we go into a new budget season and a new regulatory setting. So Jason, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. This is the first of many times I hope that we'll be talking over the next couple of years. So just can you tell us a little bit about your business and what your focus is?
Yes, our business has been established since 1937. I'm a fourth generation business owner. We've been in Bridgeville the whole entire time since we've opened in 1937. Basically, our business strategy has been with the retail sector and also the commercial industrial entities that we actually go through and service. We do a lot of apartment complexes, some of them are Marcellus, companies that actually go through and, we deliver throughout the state, throughout Ohio, West Virginia.
So that's a way that you've been able to compete with the big box like the Lowe's and the Home Depots. I mean, I've seen a lot of local hometown hardware stores close up shop, but you guys have been here for a really long time. And every time I'm out and about town, that's all I hear is about your hardware store. Dealing with the locals, that's been a real big part of your business.
Yeah, we've basically had to reinvent ourselves. I have this saying that every 5 years you have to reinvent yourself, whether you have a different structure, a different idea, that bring new ideas and new product in so people can actually look at something and say, hey, this is something new, this is something, we brought the Milwaukee power tools in, the steel power equipment, a lot of repairs. So with those things in mind, there's one more avenue to add to a customer coming in or a commercial industrial account coming in and saying, hey, they can do this for us, they can do everything for us, and be like a one-stop shop, and that's where we try to focus.
That's great, and with that, you guys have been successful since the 30s, and you've been a solid place of business in Bridgeville for a long time. And we look around downtown, we see a lot of empty storefronts. We're starting to see some of that come back. Can you tell me more about the economic impact you've had on the area? Tell me maybe a little bit about how many people you employ, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah. We have 10 people we employ. A lot of the people that we do have employed have been in this industry for a while and do have a lot of experience to help some of the customers come in, and also the commercial industrial customers. Some of the impacts we had to deal with is sometimes we run into a lot of issues where we have the way the tax strategy is just set up for small business, it's not too productive for us to continue to grow. And you have more and more restraints, more and more taxes, whether it be the local taxes, the state taxes, or the federal taxes. That's stuff we always have to try to compete with on a regular, everyday basis.
Are the taxes, are those the types of things that keep you from hiring more people and adding to basically being able to grow bigger?
Yeah, we look at the tax structure, and with what we have to deal with, you have to, I kind of have this saying: if you pay someone $1, it costs you $1.20 by the time you have your taxes and everything you need to go with insurances, and any kind of impact that would add more to that, it would make it so much more harder to move forward to try to hire more people, because there's only so much piece of the pie that you can give away, and you have to try to save some piece of the pie for the employees, and also to keep the business viable.
Absolutely, especially when you're trying to grow, you need additional capital to be able to have those initial outlays, whether it's in marketing, advertising, or it's bringing a new product, restocking, things like that. But as we moved into, we already started talking a little bit about taxes and how they impact your business. Would you think that Pennsylvania, that we're helping small businesses, or is the state government, or state and local government, are we getting in the way of small business flourishing?
Just alone looking at all the different taxes we have, just the local taxes, the mercantile, the business privilege, also the sales tax, the regular federal tax, Medicare tax, everything we actually have to come forth and pay all these taxes, that's money that could be put forth to better use to hire new people, to provide more for the employees, to actually move forward and make the company more viable. I mean, looking back from when we started, I have the old sales tax records from back in the 40s, and it was like 2.5%. So now, your sales tax are at 7%, and in Allegheny County, and they're looking forward to moving this tax even more. And I don't know how the companies, the businesses, and actually the individuals can absorb all this tax.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because that was part of the governor's new proposed budget, was raising the sales tax to 6.6, but we're already in Allegheny County, so that's already going to be higher. And then you looked at raising the personal income tax up basically 21% and moving it from 3.07 to 3.7. I know that, I'm a small business owner myself, and bringing somebody on, that could be the difference there. It may not seem like a whole lot, but just as we talked about before, we're in business to make money, and if we're not making money, then it's kind of hard to keep things going after a while. But with that said, I know that we face a difficult budget season coming up, but are there any changes that you would like to see made in Harrisburg that would make it easier for you to do business and make it more advantageous for your business to grow?
Have more transparency to see really what's happening in Harrisburg. It always seems that you get the secondhand information either through the news or through, another source. And basically, sometimes the facts aren't always there. So, there's a lot going on in Harrisburg, and I like to see being more open to find out what's actually truly happening there. Where's the tax law? Where is all the business that actually they want to start taxing and making more, harder on us? Where are they going to come up with the information or some kind of alleviation to actually have us to continue moving forward? I mean, to have more taxes, it's going to hurt more small businesses throughout the state and throughout the country. That's going to, make it a lot harder for everyone.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about another increase that it's been in the headlines lately, about minimum wage. We touched upon it a little bit earlier, but what are your thoughts on minimum wage as it is right now?
Minimum wage, actually, it could be raised. I think, you have to give everyone an opportunity to actually live and survive and actually be employed. But to have a minimum wage at some of the numbers I heard, the $12 to $15, $10, $11, on some of that, it's not viable, because sometimes some of the small companies are actually just hiring, kids out of high school, people that are actually working part-time, and actually going in and having them, do not small jobs, but something that's not worth that high amount of pay. So, with that in mind, a 50 cent, 75-cent raise would not be, I won't be fighting against, but, when you start getting in that $1, $2, $3 raise, that's really going to put an impact on everyone, because you're going to pay more, I'm going to pay more, and there's no way around it.
Well, thank you for being so honest about that. I ask a lot of people in our area about that, particularly the business owners, because they feel a lot of that impact right off the bat. So it's good to get firsthand experience instead of reading it in an article somewhere and questioning the facts on that. But I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and talk with me. I wish you much continued success, and I look forward to working with you over the next couple of years.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.